Hi guys, this isn't our usual video, but it might save a life.
We want to introduce you to our friends and fellow full-time RVers, Dawn and David Wester.
A few years ago, they found us right here on YouTube, and it turns out that they lived in the same city that we were living in Georgia. And after my knee surgery a couple years ago, Dawn offered to bring us a homemade meal right down to the houseboat. So that's how we met. And we've been friends and stayed in touch ever since.
Oh yeah. Dave and Dawn are two of the kindest, most generous people that we've ever met on the road, and now Dave's in the fight of his life.
So please watch this entire video, share it, and help if you can.
Please help if you can.
So Dawn, can you tell me a little bit about David, who he is, what he loves, and what his life was like before all this?
Sure. David was born in North Carolina, and he moved to Gainesville, Georgia when he was around 8 years old. He went to Gainesville High School and eventually achieved his great dream of being a firefighter in 1987 when he started working for Hall County. He retired in 2018 because he had to have both of his knees replaced, and Karen, I know you understand about that. We both came from RVing families, and so we wanted to be able to RV similar to what you and Dave do. And our entire life we RV'd and were able to homeschool our 4 children. And we decided in 2019 to get out on the road and sold our house because it wasn't our forever home. And we've been out on the road since 2019 till this happened with David. So that's a little bit about our background.
Okay. So what's something about Dave that people might not know, but they should?
He's a jokester. He has a wide variety of things that he's done in his life. He likes to ride bicycle. He loves to ride motorcycle. So he's just an all-around kind of guy that's just the sweetest person you'll ever meet.
Yeah, he's got a huge heart. So what actually is the diagnosis for David?
Well, in 2022, he was diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver, and this is of a cryptogenic nature, which means that the doctors don't know why his liver failed. He's never drank, he's never done drugs, he hasn't had hepatitis. So they think possibly it's due to inhalation of toxins while he was a firefighter, unfortunately. So that's basically, he needs a liver, and of course the liver has caused his kidneys to fail. So right now he's listed on the deceased donor list for a liver kidney transplant.
Okay. So how has this diagnosis changed your daily life together?
Unfortunately, we are stuck in Pennsylvania right now with my daughter. She was the only one that had a big enough site to put us on with our RV and everything, and she was able to help us. So basically, we can't travel. He is on daily care as far as me being his full-time caretaker. It's basically wiped out our dream of being able to travel.
And you have an extensive medical background yourself, so you're able to understand all these things that are happening to him.
Yes, thank goodness. Yes, he's very sick. He's very sick. So it helps that I have a background. I'm able to be a full-time caregiver, which really helps.
Okay. When did he start having these symptoms?
Full blown was in 2022, to where he was having issues of memory. He actually was getting to the point where I thought he was having strokes. And when we took him into the hospital and they did a CT scan, that's when they found out in 2022.
Okay. So he needs both a kidney and a liver transplant.
Correct. He does need both. Now, a deceased donor would be one that they could take a kidney and a liver from.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, what we're trying to do, UPenn, or University of Pennsylvania, has asked us to try to find a live donor. So with a live donor, it would only be a portion of their liver.
So their liver will grow back, basically.
Correct. And the person who donates, their liver will grow back to the normal size in about 6 months.
Well, how urgent is the need for a liver?
In 2022, they gave him 2 years without a transplant. So obviously we're past that. His hepatologist keeps telling me I take too good a care of him. The problem is he's one of the 10% of people that his MELD score, which is a score they calculate and go by to allocate the livers out to, his MELD score just does not go up. And the doctors keep saying he's sicker than his MELD score. But unfortunately, with a deceased donor, that MELD score is what they do go by. And the higher the MELD score, the more likely you are to get a liver. So he's been waiting 2 years, which is a long wait for a liver.
Wow. Is there a specific blood type or a criteria that's required to be a living donor?
He is type A, but he can receive type O or A for a donor. So either one of those will work for him. And part of the process is going through and they ask you questions, and you have to be in good health. So if you have something like diabetes or heart issues, that would be a strictly no-go. But, you know, there's a lot of people out there that we hope that will step up and possibly donate the gift of life to him.
Yeah. Now, I know that talking to you over the last couple of years, definitely a lot of issues going on with other parts of his body starting to not function like they should. Now, doesn't he also have some stomach issues?
Yes, he actually just had an endoscopy yesterday, and he's bleeding into his stomach because the liver can no longer filter. It's hard, so the blood pushes back into other areas, and he's had about 20 endoscopies where they go down your throat and look into your stomach. He's had about 30 veins that are too big, they're banded. He's bled out twice. He's broken his back 5 times and had surgery for that. That's all due to the liver disease.
So he's definitely got a hard road to go, and you're riding it with him.
Yeah, it's rough.
So what would someone need to do to find out if they're a match?
I know one of the things is they can utilize the QR code that you are going to post, hopefully.
Yeah.
And they can just do the QR code with their phone, and that will take them directly to the University of Pennsylvania Transplant registration. And pretty much there's going to be, Karen's going to list another national kidney registration, which it says kidney, but it's also for kidney and liver. So they can go on either one of those and register. And it's just some forms you fill out, questions, and they can pretty much let you know whether you are able to donate or not. And just so people know, there are things that they actually will pay, not for the organ, but, you know, if they opt to donate, there are places that actually pay for your lost wages if you're still working. It helps with caretaking. There's a lot of things out there that to get these donors in that they will help them with things. So don't feel like, well, I can't be off work. There are subsidies that can help them.
So what I'll do is I'll also include our email if anybody wants to get in touch with us and to be able to get in touch with you. They can contact us. I will provide the information to you, and then you can contact them to see if you can answer any questions or any concerns they might have. Really, what's been the hardest part of this journey for you and your family?
I think, Karen, honestly, is they dangle the cure in front of you. I mean, literally, they said, oh, we'll give him a transplant. If he had gotten the transplant 2 years ago, his kidneys wouldn't have failed. I mean, it's very difficult to know there's a fix for it, and we can't have it. That's the hardest thing. And, you know, being around our family, I'm sorry, we just went to Knoebels, which is an amusement park. He had to ride on a scooter. He got very tired, but he said, this might be the last time that I can see my kids and my grandkids. So it's very, very difficult.
Well, how is Dave coping with all this emotionally?
Well, he's a tough old bird. There's times he gets sad. We rely on our faith to get us through every day, to pray and make sure that, we love each other. It's just hard. And he's a trooper. If anybody can get a transplant, he will be the one to get it, and he will be restored, and he will take care of the donor's gift. I can tell you that now. He's just such an awesome person.
What would it mean to you and your family to find a donor?
Life. It's simply more time with him, more time to love on our family, maybe for him to be able to see his granddaughters and grandsons get married, graduate. Because honestly, if it's not soon, I don't know that David will be here next year.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you would want people to know that are watching this?
I understand that. This is a lot to ask anybody to do. But we would ask, even if you can't donate or anything, just keep us in your prayers. If you go to church, list us at your prayer chain on your church, because that's the one thing I know God can cure him, regardless of how. But that will help us more of anything. Just know people love us and send us their prayers. That means a lot.
So even if they're not a match, they can help that way.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So Dawn, really appreciate you sharing your personal story with us. I hope that the community can maybe shine some light on some help for you guys. I feel for you, David, and we love you. And we hope things can work out for the best for you too.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. And anybody who watches this, thank you. Thank you so much.